Hello, Silver community. It's Sterling Cannabis with you once again. So tell me, how did your stacking strategies pan out this year? Now, me, never made a video saying, oh, this is what I'm going to do in 2021. This is what I want, blah, 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 blah. I did make a video where I said, I'm going to stay on budget. Now, at this time last year, a few things financially had really gone sideways for me. Um, a lot of it had to do with the mortgage I was dealing with at the time and the township that I live in screwing up paperwork. But they kept on raising my tax rates and raising my tax rates and raising my tax rates. Now, November, December of 2020, I filed some paperwork with my township. And it took them months and months and months. But what they had done is they had removed me from my homestead. And oh my goodness, my taxes went from a total of, I don't know, maybe $1,500 a year up to about $5,000 a year. It left me with about $200 a month to spend on PMs, and I spent it. I found ways to spend it, and I grew my stack, just as I do and I talk about in my videos. But they did this to me for a couple of years. When things finally got corrected, along around July or August, I had enough money sitting in escrow that I didn't have to make another house payment for the rest of this year. And at the time, I also went into a refinance. Not a second mortgage, but a total refinance. Um, for some reason, I was in this house together with my sister before she passed. And because of the way things were set up, it just became difficult for me. So it was better for me to refinance and have everything just totally in my name. And I also managed to get a better interest rate. And in the years that I've had this house, the value of it has probably quadrupled. Uh, I wound up actually taking out more money than I originally borrowed to buy the house 6.5 years ago. But the interest rates are so good that the payments are less than they were before. Um, and I had gotten a new well, and I had a private loan on that, and so I rolled the well into it. I'm putting a new roof on the house, getting new windows, got myself a nice new bed, got myself a new vehicle, blah, 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 blah. But I had a whole bunch of money. Wasn't have to make mortgage payments. And we've had a lot of dips in the precious metals market. Well, what you see sitting here in front of you is all stuff that I have purchased since Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Um, the gold button that I am making for myself, that I probably ordered that stuff around the end of October. Um, but I'm going to put it up there because some of the gold that I've got here is going to wind up in that button. But got a tube of sunshine minting rounds a tube of Sunshine Minting Walking Liberties. Um, well, I really got to where I like 10-ounce bars. And I don't remember who I got this from, but it comes with an assay card and it's numbered, serialized, and it's a good looking bar. Um, Somewhere in Germany, I think, is where they made it. I don't really remember. But it's 10 ounces of silver, and it's kind of cool. Uh, I'm watching for sales. I mean, look at what I got this baby right here. 10-ounce Tombstone, $26 an ounce. That's as cheap as I've seen for a long time. Um, Went down to Lansing today to visit with a friend, deliver some stuff to him that we had working together. And when I go down there, I usually go to the coin shop, Dr. Stamps and Coins. If you're anywhere around central Michigan, go visit Dr. Stamps and Coins. It's a hole in the wall shop, but he's a real good guy to work with, as honest as the day is long. Good prices. And I went in there and I had a little cash in my pocket left over from not having to pay so many bills for the last 4 months. And I've made some extra money over that time too. I mean, I've got the new job. I mean, that puts an extra $1,000 a month in my pocket, and I was already taking care of my bills. So okay, I've got more to spend now. But there was 3 people in the shop when I walked in there. A lady that was sitting down at the desk with the guy that owns the shop, and she was looking at rings. Don't really know what was going on with her. They took care of her, and she left. This next guy and he had a couple of tubes of silver that he wanted to sell. And the guy at the shop bought them from him for $23.75 a round. There was a tube of Sunshine Minting Buffaloes. They had the SM on them. I know they're Buffaloes. And then there was this tube of Aramarks. Now this one here is an 89, but there's some 84s, some 85s, no 86s, 87s, 88s, and 89s in here. And there's a couple of nicely toned ones too. That's a little bit of a toner. But, is this the one? There was one of them in here that was just really... No, I'm not going to be able to find it. But, right here. Check that out. Look at the toning on that baby. But I walked in there and I was planning on buying $30, $35 face value constitutional. It's usually what I get the best deals from this guy. And I've got 150 silver dollars or more. I probably bought 100 of them from this guy, and he gives good deals. But I went in there planning on buying constitutionals, and if he had any silver dollars, maybe buying them. But this guy walked in there just ahead of me and sold these tubes. I said, well, let me see what he brought you. And there they were. And I said, well, shoot, I'll buy this tube of Aramarks. He wanted $26 a piece for them. So he made $2.25 per. Made his, what, $45 on the tube. He didn't have it for 5 minutes. But I also picked up $5 worth of dimes while I was with him there, because I was planning on getting constitutional. But you know what? Sometimes the deals just make you change your course a little bit. Um, like I said, I'm probably going to add some gold to my button there, because on a Black Friday deal, I picked up a lizard. It's Coral Seas, Battle of the Coral Seas. Nice coin, but it was a good price. And a friend of mine who lives in a taxable state wanted one really bad, and so I picked one up too, and saved him the taxes and blah, 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 blah. All good. And if you can do that, I mean, get with the people that you trust, or at least trust, that much. And work together to get the deals to keep your prices down. Now, I also, in this last couple of months period of time, I bought, this is Prospector Gold and Gems. It's Colorado company. But I bought 2 of them. It's Colorado Gold, 4 9s. Well, I'll keep one of them just to have one of them from them. But I'll put the other one with the Lizard and the Prospector Gold. I'm going to melt down with this button. This button is already 16.26 grams. So I'll add another 6.2 to it. So that should put it at like 22.4, maybe close to 22.5, because they're always just a little tiny bit over. But that might get this thing so it's a little bit rounder, a little bit more the size of the, the shape of the mold, and then get a good, get my stamp on it. But I know I'll be able to get some nice ripples, and have those ripples, but I'll have ripples on it. But that's just, it's gold, yeah. But it's just decorations for my stage. Oh, and then another thing that I don't know, a week and a half or so ago, I stopped into Big Flip's auction, and he had this Libertad. I got it from him. Yeah, too much money for the price of an ounce, but I am sacrificing an Onza that I have for a project, and I wanted to have another one. This will not stay in the plastic. I promise you. I will free the silver. Yeah, that would be a cool video, but I'm probably just going to do that sitting at the kitchen table here in a little bit. Have that be done with it. But I've done a lot of stuff for myself with this financial windfall. But I have. Particularly because we've had dip after dip after dip. This is my version of backing up the truck, people. I added a lot of precious metals to my stack within the last couple months. Oh, I didn't show you this one yet. This was another Black Friday purchase. Under 400 bucks. Wasn't a lot under 400 bucks. But it's a fifth. Get this right? Yeah, that's right. It's a fifth of an ounce. 2/10. It was under 400 bucks, $390 or something like that, $391. But beautiful, beautiful coin. Barbados. I thought, oh man, there's going to be a lizard on that. No lizard. And keep this one. It'll go into my stack. I like the size of it. Yeah, buddy. But get all some of this stuff. I mean, you can't have mine. Get some of your own. I mean, you might be able to win some silver from me going down the road. I am just a handful of subscribers away from 1,000. I've done a couple of live streams and I've learned a fair amount in a couple of live streams that I've done. My plan is going forward to do a live stream on Wednesday evenings, and then do another recorded video once, maybe twice in a week on top of that. But that's going to be my YouTube stuff. I'll do a few of them from down here. My live streams will basically be from here. And I'll do some recorded stuff out in the Silver Shack. Can't live stream from out there. I do not have Ethernet out there. And so it ain't going to happen, not for a while. But get some of this stuff. You need it. Oh, I am going to do, when I hit the 1,000, maybe a month or so after maybe, I'm going to do a party. And I'm going to have some kind of elimination game and prizes associated, if I can, to every spot. But at least I've got enough stuff right now to cover about between 3 and 4 dozen winners. People that want to donate to my 1K party, my contact information is, as always, down below in the description, and we'll give you a shout out at the party. Recognition for whatever you might do or not do. It's fine. But we got a lot of stuff. A lot of it's not silver, but it's, in the realm. And so I think it's stuff that a lot of people will like. Some of it's just not in my wheelhouse, but it's still in the coin community wheelhouse. But I will talk with you soon. This video is getting awfully long now, and I want some people to watch it, so get some of this stuff. It's not the expensive stuff that wins. It's having the weight that wins. Talk to you later. Bye.